It's almost as if every single time the ops say, Manchester United, do you want to go to the top four? We say, nah, we're all right. You go ahead. It is so frustrating. It's so frustrating, guys. Burnley 2, Manchester United 2. Another, I was about to say ball draw, but it's boring that we keep drawing. Draw, draw, draw. We've drawn against Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, Forest, Tottenham. I can't even remember all the other draws, man. It's just not good enough, man. It's just not good enough. But there is a silver lining today. There is a silver lining today. Amarim obviously sat the first game since Amarim has hit the hay. And Darren Fletcher takes charge today. 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 was the formation. And I'll be honest, irrespective of the result, and listen, still a damning result, still a poor result, still sad that, we're in a slugfest with a team like Burnley. But it wasn't as much of a slugfest as the Leeds game, as the Wolves game, and these type of things. Today we actually played good football. We actually played good football. When we did attack, we played good football. And you saw hints of what the team can really be like with the full squad back. And listen, we need to start with the main man, the guy who deserves his praise today, Benjamin Sesko. Listen, I still believe this guy is not ready to be Manchester United's first striker. But today, he had, and I don't know if it was more, but I believe it was this number. He had 7 shots on target today. 7 shots on target. That is the most of any player in a Premier League match this season. So that already shows the signs of positivity the way we were playing football today going forwards. So very well done to Sesko for getting his brace today. 2 very well taken goals. The first one just latching onto it and smashing it into the bottom left hand corner. And the second one, a delicate finish using the pace. Shout out to Dorgu. We always criticize your final ball and it deserves to be criticized. But that ball is the type of ball I want to see you put in pause. But put that ball in with vim, with pace, with whip, and Sesko a delicate touch just to guide it into the bottom right hand corner into that space. So very well done to Sesko. Hopefully you can keep that up going forward when our full squad comes back and when we play this formation with more positive football, right? However, I do think Sesko is still not fair on Sesko, and I don't think this means that next game Sesko will score, or you know what I'm saying. Hopefully he does, though. Hopefully he does. We will obviously revisit that. We also saw Bruno Fernandes in his temper. Yeah, that's something to talk about. In this formation, we finally saw people playing in their positions. Obviously, with the injuries, Dorgu is still filling in positions, but Luke Shaw's finally at left back. Bruno Fernandes is finally in the 10. So these type of things are great to see. And when the full squad comes back, it will be good to see. Obviously, Mainoo got his cameo too in a 3 in midfield where you see he feels a lot more comfortable, even though he didn't really have the greatest time, still probably feeling so rusty with all the time out. But it's good to see the team in a 3 playing and linking up well. And Ugarte did all right today as well. But listen, I want to get on to the guys that I do need to criticize today because it was too poor. Cunha, we're here again, bro. Cunha, we're here again. And I had a debate with my friend. I was defending you a few weeks back to my friend. He was calling you ass. And I was saying, you're not watching him. He's doing a lot outside of the stats that are benefiting us. And ever since I had that conversation with him, other than maybe one game, you've been crap. So wasteful, so just lackadaisical, man. It's like, yeah, you just look so rusty. Loose touches, loose passes, loose dribbles at everything, man. And I said this before, that those exact words, and it was the same again today. And I was so glad when I saw Xerxes warming up that I was literally saying to my screen that he better be coming on for Cunha and not for Sesko, and I'm glad that was the case. Cunha, you need to step it up. You need to pull your socks up. And then we need to get on to the other guy who had his first bad performance, I believe, in a Manchester United shirt. That is Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven. And this is him showing his age, his inexperience, because he has hit the ground running in his Manchester United career whilst being in the first team. He has done very well so far, but today was the first day that we saw Heaven out of his depth. You know, I would say I want to say unlucky for the own goal, but he does need to get tighter. And I think if he does get tighter and more aggressive, I don't think that own goal happens. And then I think from the own goal, you could see it knocked his confidence. And from then on, he really didn't have a good game. Really didn't have a good game. And that's when it makes sense to make a substitution in the back when someone's not having a good game. And obviously, Euro came in. Um, so that was very frustrating. But lastly, I want to talk about, in terms of specific players, I want to talk about. We have to talk about the 5 minute cameo from Shea Lacey. Maybe it was a few minutes more, but that is a fearless youngster. And I'll be honest, I'm down for him to start on the right wing with all the injuries. I say all the injuries, but with the boys at AFCON, the Mbermos, the Amads, I'm down to see Shea Lacey start a game at right wing to see what he can do, to see how he fares. And don't get it twisted, we could start him at right wing, and then you can say, do you know what? Maybe he isn't ready for 90 minutes. But I do want to trial it. I do, you know. But you can really see that he can definitely be an impact sub for us throughout the rest of the season. No doubt about it. You know, as soon as he comes on the pitch, involved straight away, and moving like Iron Robin, cutting and shoot, and you can't stop it either. And listen, how I would have loved if that ball, that first shot that hit the crossbar, I would have loved if that went in. That would have been typical Man United folklore. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes for it again for our last attack. I wasn't very happy with that. I didn't want him to shoot. But at the same time, it was a great attempt. Like, for him to have the confidence and the fearlessness to shoot from that far out and it be a great strike. Listen, Shea Lacey is one to watch. We've got Brighton next. We've got Brighton next in the cup, the FA Cup, and after that, back in the league, we have Manchester City. So we really have not capitalized in these fixtures. You know, now the last six fixtures, we've drawn at Bournemouth, lost against Villa. Yeah, we won at Newcastle, then we drew at Wolves, Leeds, and Burnley. This is the time where we was really meant to bridge a gap between us in fourth place, maybe even third place, because that's genuinely where we would be, and fifth position. We really could have bridged that gap. So it's really poor from us. But then again, it does really show that, listen, we are in the slugfest for this top four race, along with the Chelseas and these other guys. We are, because every time they lose points, we never capitalize. So I can't really say much about that. But listen, Brighton next in the cup. Ole, it's looking like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be the interim, and I am for that. I am for that. But listen, I will be dropping another video, guys, on who I want the permanent Manchester United manager to be in the summer. That will either drop tomorrow, maybe the day after. So watch out for that, because I will be talking about, yeah, something that I think will bring Man United back to the top. Let me put it like that. But listen, people, man, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. Let me know what you think about this performance in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.